in chat has been asking me to watch the Fate Gigok video for the past week. Like every 20 minutes, I'm going insane. So today we are going to watch Badly explaining the entire Fate series in 30 minutes. I have never seen like anything Fate other than a couple of videos about the actual gacha game, not the anime. So we're going to give this a watch and see if it's as good as people are making it out to be. Let's take a look.
The Fate series is one of the most expansive franchises in all of anime.
Is it? Is it that big?
In between all the games, anime, manga, light novel, visual novels, spin-offs, it's probably one of the most daunting franchises for any newbie to try to get into.
Jesus.
A little while ago, I made a joke skit called Trying to Understand the Fate franchise, based around how confusing the entire thing looked for an outsider looking in.
You know what it kind of reminds me of, and maybe this will resonate with some Fate fans here? It kind of reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, because to play Kingdom Hearts, you need this entire list depending on how you want to experience the game series. You have a list of playing in chronological order, or you have a game playing in order of where the events actually happened. Like, you shouldn't start with Kingdom Hearts 1, you should start with, like, Birth by Sleep and stuff, and it's... God, it's crazy, dude. It's an insane experience. It reminds me a lot of that, at least from the get-go.
And satire aside, it was based on many real-life conversations I've actually had with Fate fans trying to explain the franchise to newcomers. And every time that happens, I always hear, do you want the long version or do you want the short version?
I want the long.
Everyone asks for the short version, but even the short version for an outsider can seem like a convoluted mess of information. Thought you were going to give me the short version. This is the short version. But ever since I made that video, and because no one ever actually asked for it, I've always wondered to myself, what is the long version?
Oh no. Okay, so wait, but if the long version is 31 minutes, it doesn't seem that bad, right? Oh god, I tried to understand all of Fate and immediately regretted my decision.
The franchise fascinates me. Originally created by Kinoku Nasu, what started as just a
good?
single eroge visual novel was turned
I gotta say as well, the character designs in Fate look incredible.
into a multi-billion-dollar franchise with more media than any sane person can wrap their head around.
Jesus.
I mean, just look at all this shit. Can you see how many there is? There's at least 5. So it can be
Why?
easy to
Okay, there is at least 5. Why is there so many?
forget how and why people became fans in the first place, that many newcomers may even forget to ask,
Wait, eroge means by the way? I didn't need to know that, but I guess it helps with the context.
what is Fate even about?
True. I don't know.
Don't worry, I
Gene?
got you. The basic premise revolves around a bunch of mages
Oh my god, it's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I understand it all now.
who can summon heroic spirits from Earth's real history or legends to do battle over the Holy Grail, a mythical wish-granting device in what is called the Holy Grail War. Basically, it's a bunch of mages spending all their V-Bucks to organize the
Oh my god, wait, I actually understand a lot that I didn't already just based off of that. I didn't know they summoned, like, figures from the real world. So that's, like, Jeanne d'Arc is Joan of Arc. Is that from Fate? Or am I crazy? That is from Fate, right? Yes. Okay, I get it now. Okay,
Fortnite, Apex Legends, fucking Minecraft, Hunger Games, Battle Royale between all your favorite people from history and legend.
Yep.
To create the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny. God, I hope my audience isn't too young to understand that reference. And the
Bro, I'm 28. I didn't understand that reference. What the hell?
Holy Grail War is just basically Nasu going, "What?"
Oh, Jesus. Jesus.
Let's just cut the video there. That's all you need to know about Fate. However, the background and lore of the entire Fate universe is unimaginably deeper than that. So much so that every single spin-off, anime, manga, novel...
I know there's I know of a few characters from Honkai Star Rail. I know Saber. I know Archer. I was thinking Arthur, but it's not Arthur. Archer. That's about it, bro. That's all I know. Lancer. Yeah, I forgot about
Fate's media takes place in a coherent
Yeah, that's the only
universe
three I know.
fitting somewhere on a grand timeline, which is also shared with Nasu's other works, creating this grand universe known only as the Nasuverse. So you know what I thought would be a good idea? What if I tried explaining the entire Fate timeline?
Let's do it.
Keyword being thought, implying it was me in the past tense.
Okay, so we're not doing that.
Explaining all the Fate lore and timeline in detail would take hours and hours. I mean, just look at some of these wiki pages. This isn't a wiki page, it's a fucking light novel.
Bro, you could do a wiki race just based off the Fate series and spend hours doing it.
That time some slag at a pond threw a sword at me and I accidentally became the fucking King of England. So this is more like the long, short version. Or
I haven't heard the term slag since I was like a kid.
The short, long version.
So British.
It's the medium version. It's an excuse to justify all the countless hours I've put into this hellhole. Obviously, there is going to be spoilers, but I'm going to try and keep it focused on the lore and universe and where every series fits in the timeline, rather than what actually happens in any individual series.
Yep.
So, hopefully it won't spoil your experience too much if you decide to walk into hell
Watch
with
it.
us.
Yeah,
So,
I am considering watching Fate after this, so we'll see if it convinces me fully.
with that said, let's start explaining all of Fate.
Okay, let's go. I'm ready.
Not too late now, Garn. All we have to do is just turn the camera off and delete the file, and no
Yeah.
one will ever have to know.
Oh, God. The biggest fucking nutshell you've ever seen.
See that, Giguk?
Yep.
That was Giguk 3 months ago. I've been putting off filming this for 3 fucking months. Just kill me now. Oh,
Is it that
3
tough?
fucking months. This is my dissertation all over again. Hello and welcome to my TED Talk. To be introducing
Not the fucking Photoshop shoes,
the
dude.
Fate timeline, I'm going to be cosplaying the most powerful servant
Bro,
in the
Sora
history
from
of the
Kingdom
Fate
Hearts.
timeline. Steve Handjobs. But before
What?
we get to the Fate timeline, there are a few core concepts we need to bang out first so everything makes sense.
Okay.
Firstly is Akasha. See, Fate exists in this grand
I know that.
world of magic and mages where you can summon heroic beings from the past, present, and future, and all of this derives from Akasha. What is Akasha? See, Akasha is this metaphysical place that exists outside of time and dimensions that is the source of all events and all the souls in all timelines, and I like using big words to make me sound smart.
I thought it was like Apple AirPods.
Basically, everything that's ever happened and everyone you know, you can thank Akasha for it.
Okay.
2020 as a whole, thanks Akasha.
So, okay, Jesus. So, Akasha is basically like God? Like the creator of everything, or where everything is created, I guess?
The Chad himself, Chug Jug's Fortnite remix. Thanks,
It's like
Akasha.
the Big Bang?
The one time in class you thought you had a silent fart, but you ripped out a fat one and everyone heard it and stared at you, and your brain still reminds you about it every time you go about to sleep.
Thanks,
Fuck you,
Akasha. Oh,
so instead
okay.
of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff, this
Yep.
is more like wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, goopy galaxy, diddly dimension, rickety reality stuff. Where every
Yeah,
timeline
okay.
and every reality exists at the same time, meaning there are no spin-offs, every fate is canon, life is a line. Yes, that smutty dojin of Minamoto going,
Jesus Christ. Hey, guys, I don't really see anime a lot. What anime is this one so I can make sure I avoid it and never watch it ever?
Ada, only order is canon in some timeline. You can't prove me otherwise. Are
True.
you with me? Good. This is important because the end goal of every mage in the Fate universe
The
is to find a
music.
way to reach the root of Akasha. But Giguk, why do all mages want to find the root of Akasha? Well,
Sorry.
I'm glad you asked, probably confused viewer. I really hope you're not confused right now. This is just the beginning. Well, this would be a good time to talk about the magic system that exists in the Nasu
I heckin' love magic. Explain it to me like I'm 12.
because as we all know, in this universe, mages exist and use magecraft, aka magic. Right? Wrong. Incorrect. Erroneous.
Oh.
Mistaken.
Well, I like magic.
I can't think of any more words off the top of my head. What are you, an idiot? Why would anyone assume that magic and magecraft are the same thing? Look at this guy. Typical
Wait, is it actually a different thing? Magic and magecraft? Or is it just like a different word for it?
and I can't tell the difference between magic and magecraft.
Why is he
no,
drinking
no, no,
like
no,
that?
No, no, no. You got magecraft, the weak sauce imitation butter. Ooh, I can't believe it's not magic. And then you got the
Okay.
Chad true magic.
So magic is
this
like
is
the
top
Giga Chad
tier
shit.
gourmet shit. This is the shit real mages want to use. The kind
Alright.
of shit Gordon Ramsay has to taste off and goes, finally.
Some good fucking
Magic. But this
Okay.
premium shit can only be achieved by mages who view Akasha. And once someone gets that magic, that path to Akasha is cut off, and then
In Genshin Impact, there's like the Irminsul, right? And then that's like the source of all information. But Akasha seems to be more than that. Akasha seems to be what's beyond the worldview. Stuff like forbidden knowledge also included. Magic seems like the forbidden knowledge, right? Is this like only by peeking beyond where mere mortals dare to gaze, you can bring back actual magic?
the magic
Okay,
can only
I
be
get
used
it.
by the direct descendants of that original mage. Basically, no one has real magic and they're trying to get to the root of Akasha so they can stop using the peasant dollar store magecraft shit.
Okay.
Oh man, what if the third magic was just the power to create?
Okay, I feel a little bit bad. Bro, are these his actual shoes? I thought they were photoshopped on. No? Okay, thank fucking... No, they're green. Okay, thank
fake
God,
form.
Jesus.
But what's stopping all mages from getting to this
Aye, aye, aye.
mythical place called Akasha? Well, you have this thing called the counterforce. This is
Okay.
kind of like a safety mechanism that stops the world from going extinct because the Earth is actually alive and has a will, and don't worry about that right now. And the counterforce itself
The world is alive and has a will.
Self is made up of two parts. The collective unconscious will of humanity itself to survive, Alaya, and the will of the planet itself, Gaia.
Bran.
Online. Why is this important? Because the counterforce has powerful defense mechanisms, like being able to summon heroic spirits from Earth's history in order to defend itself, which we call servants.
Okay.
Sound familiar?
I understood that reference.
So it'll intervene anyone trying to get to Akasha, aka the Goopy Galaxy timey-wimey place, and mages have to find a way around it.
Why does this actually just sound a little bit like Genshin lore, bro? This is very easy to follow. It really is.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Good. If you're already confused, may I introduce to you the phrase everyone in the Fate fandom holds in the highest esteem as the holiest words in our gospel. Don't worry about it.
Great.
Why is the cast of Fate Stay Night sharing a nice wholesome meal instead of trying to brutally murder each other? Don't worry about it.
Nice.
How do reality bubbles work? Don't worry about it. What is the moon?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, the moon's always sus.
Please don't worry about it. Please don't ask me what the moon is. I'm not gonna fucking talk about the moon. To recap,
Okay.
you have Akasha, the timey-wimey, goofy galaxy, rickety reality place that every mage is trying to get to,
Yep.
so they can use the top-tier gourmet
Magic.
true magic. But the only thing stopping them is
The
counterforce,
counterforce.
which they have to
Told you guys, I'm following, bro. I'm locking the fuck in.
try and find a way around. Did you get all that?
I did.
This is all the background information you need to know
Great.
before we start the timeline.
What? Wait. Oh my god, we're 9 minutes in. We're a third of the way through.
Jesus Christ, we haven't even started the timeline yet. You know, originally I wanted to visualize the timeline physically by having things stuck against the wall strung together with a string or something like that.
Let me guess, even the Great Wall of China couldn't hold enough images for you to actually, like, put that into imagery.
Like you see in that Always Sunny meme. But then I soon realized I don't have a wall big enough.
Yep.
So that's why I'm using the green screen. Definitely
Okay.
not because I want to rip off Nakey Jakey. Now start
Bro, Naked Jakey's video is a 10 out of 10, dude. So good.
starting right at the beginning, before any mages, before any servants, before any Holy Grail wars, you have the Age of God. So yeah,
Okay,
apparently
typical.
right at the beginning of Fate lore, there was this period of time where gods roamed the earth with man, mythical creatures existed, and I shit you not, physics apparently just wasn't a thing. Yeah, apparently this
What?
thing called mystery government.
Surely physics was a thing that existed. They just didn't know, like, how to document it, or, like, it wasn't documented, so people just didn't know what to call it, right? No physics is crazy. I mean, like, there's no gravity, no nothing. I can't even imagine what no physics would be like. It's mostly just antiquity and the Age of Legends. Okay, that's good. Good
Govern
to
the law
know.
of the worlds, which I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Don't worry about it. Like, I just imagine in my head some ancient humans trying to let go of an apple, and physics tries to drop it, and mystery's like, no. We do not do that here. And then
Wait.
the apple just flies.
Oh, no, physics straight up just did not exist. I'm not even joking. Oh, really? Wait, weird.
The fucking Narnia. But everything
Okay.
changed when the Sefer Nation attacked.
Wait,
Or
what?
just Sefer. This next time period
God
is
damn-
called... Or just...
Those are some big-ass hands, dude. Take a
the
look.
world and was only beaten back by this mighty sword called Excalibur.
Yes,
After the attack,
Arthurian
the gods
legend
weaken a
time.
bit, mystery starts to wane, and physics is like, yo, is anyone going to drop that apple? Which takes us to separation. So the gods are a little pissed that they can't go down to Earth anymore because they're so weak. So they make Gilgamesh. who's
Gilgamesh. Oh, I have heard that name, actually. I've heard the name Gilgamesh.
Because gods don't give a shit about maths, apparently. With the
Nice.
intention
Based, honestly, I
of
don't.
making him the keystone to connect the gods and the humans. Now, for anyone not familiar with the Fate verse, how can I explain Gilgamesh? You know that one meme, is this some peasant joke I'm too poor to understand? Well,
Yeah.
imagine if that meme was reincarnated as a person.
That's Gilgamesh?
So yeah,
Okay.
he decides to rebel, and the gods were like, no. This guy doesn't want to take orders from us. No, come on, you're
Oh,
joshing
no.
us right now. This is a prank. Come on, where are the hidden cameras? I'm on MTV Punk'd, aren't I? And so with that, the gods cannot interfere with humans anymore.
The age
And
of
thus
separation
begins
comes to an
the
end.
Age of man. From the
Hey,
year
okay.
zero
So we're not caught up, but we're close, I feel
the
like.
human population explodes, magic and magecraft is replaced with science, and most importantly, physics exists now, guys. Yeah.
Nice. How did that happen?
I was
How
meant
did
to buy
physics
a
just
party
start
popper, but I
existing?
completely forgot to. Alan, can you edit a party popper in this video, please?
Oh god.
Thank you.
Nice. That
That's
was good
right.
edit.
Screw your mystery. I have E equals MC squared. Okay, remember right at the beginning of this video when I said the Fate franchise was about this thing called the Holy Grail?
Yes.
Well, we can finally start talking about the Holy Grail. See, the Grail is touted as this omnipotent, magical, wish-granting device, and that's only partially true. See,
Okay.
around the 1800s, these epic magic gamer girls, called the Einsburns family, figured out a way to the root of Akasha. That place that gives you true epic gamer magic.
Oh my
By
god, they're gonna get the true magic.
using the Holy Grail to summon 7 heroic spirits and then sacrifice them, and using that mana to summon an even greater Grail called the Greater Grail, which
Creative.
has access to the root of Akasha. But of course, all the various magic gamer girls and boys couldn't agree on who would actually get access to this magic.
Who the fuck was this thing?
The
What
various
is
magic
this?
gamer girls and boys couldn't agree on who would actually
looks
get
cool.
access to this magic, so they decided to have a meeting to decide.
Okay.
One could even say that it was a magic, the
Meeting.
gathering. Or
Jesus Christ.
Fate, we
Good
just
joke.
call this the Holy Grail War, which finally leads us to the timelines to all the wars so far. I can't believe I flunked world history and I'm about to recite the entire history of some fictional war that happened. Okay.
I'm excited, bro. We're not even
So
halfway
you
through.
got like the first Holy Grail War, which happened around the 1800s. This is when the 3 main mage families, the Einsburns, the Toesuckers, and the Matos, couldn't agree on who could get access to the Grail. So they were like, guys, we've got a bunch of
The toe suckers.
servants lying about. Tournament arc, tournament arc, tournament arc, tournament arc, tour! This was hardly what you
Jesus.
call an actual war though, and more like a 3 a.m. brawl at the local mage pub.
Yeah, it
which
just
ended
looks like
'cause
UK.
Everyone got bored and time ran out. Then came the second Holy Grail War in the
Tosaka.
1860s with the same parties involved, but this time everyone went a bit fucking mental because everyone died, nobody won, and future generations were like, wait a minute, do we need rules? What the fuck is a Geneva Convention?
Oh
Then
my
came the
god. Okay, so this is how civilizations begin.
Third Holy Grail War in the 1930s, where the church gets involved because they're just like, are you using the term Holy Grail?
Oh no.
God, are we allowed to copy strike that? And everyone's happy with
Bruh,
that
the Grail came first, no?
because they can enforce the rules. So the church is like, all right, gamers, I want a fair fight. No going for the eyes, no kicking below the belt, and for God's sakes, no summoning any illegal servants.
Oh,
so then
God.
the Einsburn summon an illegal servant. And so they get this totally new servant called Angramayu, aka the Angry Mango, who's meant to be this super badass, ultra OP new servant that auto wins them the war, except lol, JK is actually super weak and dies. And is literally so angry he gives the Grail food poisoning. Then we got the fourth Holy Grail War, which is basically just the events of Fate Zero. I'm not going to spoil what happens in it. And finally, we have the Grand Sugar Daddy that birthed everything we're talking about. The
Fate
fifth
Stay
Holy
Night.
Grail War, aka the events of Fate Stay Night.
Yeah, this is the one that everybody always tells me about, bro. Fate Stay Night. That and Unlimited Blade Works or something.
Following Shiro fighting in it, using the power of friendship and fucking, mana transfer. And this CG dragon still haunts
Mana transfer is just fucking.
my nightmares. What's important here is that this war has at least 3 different timelines because the original Fate Stay Night was a visual novel with 3 different routes. You got
Okay.
the Fate route, Unlimited Blade Words, and Heaven's Feel.
Oh, okay. Wait, so are these different timelines?
Or, to put it more simply, you got the Saber route, the Best Girl route, and the Sakura route. with
Okay.
Extra fucking, mana transfer. But
Okay.
it doesn't stop there, because next we got Fate Hollow Ataraxia, which is kind of like a sequel to Fate Stay Night because
I've never heard of that.
takes place 6 months after the events that happened in there. So you may be wondering which one of the 3 routes it follows, and the answer is
None of them.
yes. So one of the main girls from Fate Stay
All
Night,
of them.
Rin, is doing some magic experiments, and she does a little bit of an oopsie, and completely fucks up the space-time continuum, merging all
great.
parallel universes together. And I know what you're thinking, this doesn't sound like a little oopsie, this sounds a bit more like a
Big oopsie, yeah.
but it's all good because she looks great in thigh highs. So we're following this mage Rosette who was dead off screen in the original Fate Stay Night, and she is now alive along with Angramayu, aka the
Angry Mango.
And they're stuck in a ground
I'm following along pretty well.
Groundhog Day type time loop, living the same 4 days over and over, and she has to find a way to escape without fading from existence because she was originally dead, and I guess people die if they don't exist. Since most of this
Well,
takes
yeah.
place in a time loop, this is basically just Fate Re-Zero Edition, so you can essentially just call it Fate Zero.
They called it Fate Zero, didn't they?
Wait. And you know what? That's basically everything
they?
for the flagship Fate series.
Wait, that's it?
We did it, guys! Woo! That was pretty simple, right, guys? What are we...
That's the end of the actual, like, main series, I guess? And then it's on to, like, side stuff, probably? That seemed very easy to follow compared to what people were warning me about.
Fuck.
Oh.
Of course, we are going to have to fill this timeline in with all the other Fate media out there. So, let's do the time warp
God.
again.
That looks like a lot.
Alan, fucking cut that. Alright, so let's start with Fate Apocrypha. So the Fate Apocrypha timeline is exactly identical to the original timeline, except when we get to the Third Holy Grail War, where the timeline was like, you know what? Nazis.
Huh?
Because of course it's the fucking Nazis.
Oh, of
so
course.
the Nazis join the Third Holy Grail War, and instead of there being a winner, the Nazis steal the Greater Grail system, and so after that, a Transylvanian
Wait, actual Nazis? Oh my...
Nazi mage guy steals it from the Nazis again, and then I guess the Nazis go on to lose World War II as usual. Fast forward to the future, and somehow the entire world finds out about the Greater Grail system, and everyone and their dog tries to make a cheap imitation of it. And so because of this, the Transylvanian Nazi sorcerer guy vows to make the Holy Grail War great again. And so he makes the Great Holy Grail War. I shit you not, this is what it's called.
I'm not surprised why they called the Greater Grail the Great Grail.
So now instead of 7 servants, you have 14 servants separated into 2 teams, red and black. That's right, it's a team deathmatch.
Power Rangers, baby.
Team deathmatch.
Team deathmatch. Team deathmatch.
Damn it!
And so we get a season of red versus black. Mordred is
Shite.
hot, and Astolfo will make straight guys question their sexuality, and gay guys question their sexuality, and gay girls question their sexuality. And me question my life choices for spending $400 for a dick. That concludes
What?
choices for spending $400 for a dick.
What
That
do you
concludes the
mean?
events of Hitler's Day Night. Next on the menu, we have today's menu for Emiya family.
Okay.
Did you see what I did there? This is, I think, just another alternate ending to the 5th Holy Grail War, where I guess nobody dies and they all just sit around cooking and playing volleyball and being happy, and this is canon, okay? They never explain where this takes place on the timeline, but I don't care. They're all happy. Akasha made it. It's canon. Like in my mind, this is the reality when someone just tried playing the Fate visual novel, but got bored 5 minutes after reading words and then just left.
Oh my god, it's me.
And never came back. And then all these
I get bored reading words.
characters are just sitting around having a gay old time waiting for the Holy Grail War to start.
Yeah.
This is what happened. This is the reality where Sea-Dog VA tried to play Fate. Alright, so I'm just gonna make a Fate
Maybe it's just a British thing. No, he's British too.
Fate Night bubble. And then I'm gonna put Fate Tiger Coliseum and Fake Unlimited codes in this bubble. Because they're just fighting games and they're already beating the shit out of each other in the series anyway.
Fair.
So I guess these are just the filler episodes we never got to see. Then we got Fate School Life, which is kind of like a slice of life spin-off in the Fate Stay Night universe that also has Ataraxia characters in it. So I guess it goes here. Can you tell how I'm sure I am right now?
Yeah, I can definitely tell. I would have no idea what, like, even for a series that I knew, bro, when it's this convoluted, like Kingdom Hearts, there's just no shot. Even Kingdom Hearts isn't this fucking convoluted, dude.
Lord Elmanoid's Case Files. This is basically just CSI magic that takes place after Fate Zero, but before Fate Stay Night, starring Fate Zero's Waver. Except Waver's gone from Daddy Step on Me to oh.
Jesus.
Step on Me, Daddy.
Okay.
Alright. Now we get into the manly shit. Fate DJ Khaled, line of Prisma Ilya, is a spin-off where Ilya becomes a magical girl. And instead of summoning servants, the magical girls can use these magical cards to channel the power of a servant.
TCG?
And also there's a magical talkie wand, don't worry about it. Before I properly got into the Fate franchise,
What is happening, bro?
I thought that this was just an unrelated spin-off that had nothing to do
Jesus Christ.
with the main universe, but no. Not only does this directly diverge from the main timeline, but it has 2 separate universes within its own universe. It's a fucking Ilya multiverse.
There's a multiverse within the multiverse?
And the beginning of the Ilya multiverse doesn't even have Ilya in it.
Huh?
Oh god, I love you so much, Fate, but you just don't make things easy, do you? Alright, I'm gonna try and do my best, so stick with me here. The first
How does that make any sense?
universe is the one detailed in the movie Oath Under Snow, following this girl called Miyu, which is why we call this the Miyu-verse, because her name is Miyu and she's the child of God, don't worry
Jesus Christ.
About it. She's taken in by Shiro, and then they have another Holy Grail War, but not the usual Holy Grail War, but the Ironsworth Holy Grail War. Can you guess why it's called the Ironsworth Holy Grail War?
Because it was the Ironsworth family.
Because it was made by the Ironsworth. Shiro then sends Miyu to an alternate universe, which we call the Iliaverse, which is all sunshine and rainbows, where the fourth Holy Grail War didn't happen in Kiritsugu's Father of the Year. You got cute girls doing cute things, cute girls doing magical things, and cute girls doing each other. This is the universe where season 1 and 2 of Prisma Ilia happens, but then you have season 3, which jumps back into the Miyuverse. And if you think that complicates the timeline, how about this little knowledge of nugget?
It can't get worse, brother.
So, in the original Fate Stay Night, Ilia is 18. She's 18. She's older than Shiro. But in the Iliaverse, she's the same age as when the timelines diverge, which theoretically should make her the same age as she was in Fate Stay Night. But she's not.
Okay.
And the series makes it very clear that she is under 18. So which is it, Fate? Which is it? I need to know. You know, I would say don't worry about it, but I'm pretty sure the FBI are going to do that for
You need to worry about it.
All right, moving the fuck on from this mess of a legal situation. You got Fate, also known as the Fate Extra universe.
On PSP?
This splits off from the Third Holy Grail War in the Angry Mango timeline, where all the world's mana dries up because some kind of event. So in the 2030s, all the mages turn into hackers and they try to hack the moon because the moon has a supercomputer on it that was placed there by aliens that they found.
Sorry, hold on.
Up because some kind of event. So in the 2030s, all the mages turn into hackers and they try to hack the moon because the moon has a supercomputer on it that was placed there by aliens that they found.
Wait, but you told us to worry about the moon.
And so inside this supercomputer moon, there exists this entire digital world. And so the supercomputer moon is hosting a virtual reality Holy Grail War because it's actually alive.
The moon is alive as well as the world? He said don't worry about the moon. Now I'm worried about the moon.
I don't realize how ridiculous this sounds until I read it out loud. Don't worry about it.
You're making me worry about it.
Yeah, it turns out the moon knows shit and you can hack the moon. And it also has Rin, Sakura, and Kirei from the original Fate Stay Night, but not the original Rin, Sakura, and Kirei from the original Fate Stay Night. What are you, stupid? They're just characters who look, sound, and dress exactly the same, but they're different. Are you worrying about it? Because I'm not.
Okay.
So you got the Fate.
Okay, so I just should, if I don't understand something, I should just not worry about it?
Extra games, the Fate Extra Triple C games, and then you got the anime. Fate Extra Last Encore in its own separate timeline that takes place in the year 3000.
Not
and
much
Rin's
is
great-great-great-granddaughter
is pretty.
Rin. Fate Grand Order. Oh god, you're not gonna make me break down Fate Grand Order. All right. Now we're truly in hell. So
Okay, I know Fate Go. I know Fate Go. People have asked me to play this game and I've refused because everybody tells me it's bad, but maybe it's actually good and maybe I should try it.
Fate Go is a mobile gacha game along with some anime adaptations where the first Holy Grail War never happened, the world is fucked for some reason, and you have got to travel back in time to various points in history to fix the fucking timeline.
Nice, because it definitely fucking needs fixing.
Every different timeline you fix is called singularities. Basically, imagine Fate Back to the Future, except there are like 7 sequels, all with different diverging timelines, and you're not trying to fuck your mum, you're just trying to fuck all the servants. All right, so for simplicity's sake, I think it would just be easier if I just draw out the Fate Go timeline. And then here in its own corner, it's just Fate Prototype, which is Kinoko Nasu's original concept for Fate, where King Arthur's actually a guy? Get out of here with your damn historical inaccuracies. So essentially, this is just a non-existent project because the only thing that exists is a 12-minute trailer that was made purely for fan service. Which is even more bizarre when you consider Fate Prototype Fragments of Sky Silver, which is the prequel to Fate Prototype.
But it was just a... Wait, what? It's a prequel.
Of Sky Silver, which is the prequel.
A prequel to just a 12-minute fan service teaser?
To Fate Prototype. They made a prequel, a full light novel prequel, to a 12-minute commercial.
Maybe they're just still waiting to drop the thing, you know? Maybe. I'm just not going to worry about it.
Do you think Fate fans are that hungry for content? Are Type Moon just sitting there being like, all right, Fate fans, open wide. Oh, content.
It's supposed to be so embarrassing to film, dude.
Give me anything. And then the
Christ.
sequel to a project that basically doesn't even exist as a side story called Fate Labyrinth. A side
beloved.
story. This is why Tsukahime fans are on suicide watch. You can tell that line was written months ago because, yeah, where the fuck did this come from? And all this would be a completely alternate universe with no connection to the original universe, but I shit you not, one of the characters has a dream that connects this universe to the Fate Stay Night universe.
Okay.
Yep. It's literally canon by dream. Alright, I think we're getting close to the end. Next is Fate Strange Fake. This is a light novel series that takes place after the Fifth Holy Grail War in America, where they do their own Holy Grail War with hookers and blackjack, written by the same guy who did Baccano. As a recording, we don't know if this follows on from the main flagship timeline or is part of an alternate universe, but what we
Fate Strange Fake is such a fucking fitting name for that, but what? Why?
do know
I'm not
is that
gonna worry
there's a
about
servant
it.
called Watcher, and it's literally just a fucking whale in the sky. I'm sorry, I must have missed the legend where a fucking flying whale saves Earth. Does Free Willy count as a legendary hero of history now?
Probably,
That's
at
Fate
the time.
Redline. It's Tokyo in the 1940s. The Nazis are at it again, but this time so are the Japanese military. It's the Third Grail War with seemingly no other connections to any of the Grails, and it's a manga drawn by the Demon Slayer mangaka. We got Fate right
Okay.
here. Not a lot about this is known right now because it's not been officially translated, but what we do know is that it's set in the future after some kind of Holy Grail War, and somehow everyone has their own Holy Grail. And also there's this new servant called Voyager, who I guess is the Voyager space probe, except I have no fucking clue how a space probe becomes a servant, let alone a blonde Shota boy, let alone a blonde
Maybe Ether from Genshin Impact is just a space probe.
Shota boy space probe servant. And don't tell me to worry about it, because I'm not. Can you
Good.
see how much I'm not worrying about
Yeah, don't worry about it, bro.
I am not worrying about it.
I'm also over it now.
But seriously, how the fuck? And finally, in
Don't
a
worry
bubble,
about it.
in its own bubble, within its own fucking dimension, is Carnival Phantasm. Where all
Okay.
the Fate characters and other characters from Nasu's other works are just hanging out, I guess. Doesn't make any sense. I have no idea where this fits on the timeline.
Jesus, this looks like a fucking mess, dude.
I think this is just a bubble reality where Akasha got fucking drunk. And that's it. That is the long version.
I don't believe it. There's still 4 minutes left.
Kinda. Oh, but Giga, what
Oh,
about the rest of
God.
the Nazi verse? You gonna do that as well? How about no? Originally, this
I'll
was meant
blame
to be a
him.
grand video where it talks about all the funny and ridiculous things I found out about Fate lore as a whole. But when I started it, I kind of realized I'm gonna need 20 minutes just to explain the fucking timeline.
Yeah,
so you know
it's a
what?
long
This may just
video.
be the first part in a multi-series lecture from hell.
Please tell me he never continued this, right?
Because the worst thing about Fate is
I value his mental health.
that after going through all the timelines, after connecting all the lore, after spending far too many hours consuming Fate media and reading pages upon pages of wiki articles, it kind of makes sense. Oh god, this chart actually
Yeah?
makes sense to me. The entire timeline is actually the simplest part of Fate lore. Fate is just an all-encompassing whole that just gets darker and gloomier the deeper you go down.
Jesus, dude.
People wonder what's at the bottom of the abyss in Made in Abyss. It's just the fucking entrance to the Fate hole.
People said Made in Abyss is very messed up, but I've only ever seen cute stuff other than this, and the only reason I got this was because I thought it looked like a Jumpy Dumpty from Genshin Impact, but cursed.
You want the real short version Fate newcomers? You watch either of these two, and then watch this, and then watch whatever the fuck you want. Or you know what? Fuck all this.
True.
Start with the spin-off series. Start with Lesbian Lollies Kissing. Start with Fate MasterChef. Fuck. Start with the Dojinshi for all I care. Just ignore all the shitstorm going on in the comment section right now.
Fair.
The reality is, it doesn't really matter where you start. As long as it looks interesting to you, then go for it. The problem is there's so many people who are obsessed with optimizing the perfect read and watch
Yeah.
order that they forget
It can help, though, to be fair. I did it with Kingdom Hearts, and it really can help to understand, at least.
that if you enjoy the experience and it gets you into Fate, then who the fuck cares what order you watch it in? Because look, memes aside, the Fate lore may be a convoluted mess to unravel,
Yeah.
but it is an awesome franchise. It's a series that can have amazing fights with balls to the walls action and magical moments that cut deep into your heart. And then Thomas Edison shows up as a lion. Because
The light bulb guy?
if you've reached the end of this video knowing nothing about Fate and this is the video that's convinced you to give it a try, What
Why?
the fuck is wrong with you?
It's kind of convincing me not to.
This got you interested in Fate? Oh god, why didn't you just listen to me the first time and go with the short version? You know what? Fuck this. I'm done.
I don't blame you, bro.
I'm not doing Fate anymore.
Don't blame me.
I'm literally gonna go crazy.
Yeah. I would also.
You know what?
What?
I lied. This isn't even the long version. Hey guys.
Are you kidding?
I really hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you again to Honkai Impact for sponsoring me today. And
God damn,
also,
dude. What a video. That was a good video, dude. I enjoyed that. Do I want to watch Fate after that? I don't think so.